Hey everyone, Video Game Lover here, and today I'm here to talk about the PlayStation 5. My thoughts on it after owning it for 1 year. So, it's been a year since I've owned the PS5. Surprised a lot of people considering, the PS5 is very hard to get nowadays, and it still is. But I was able to get one on the 4th of January, I believe. I think it was, yes, it was the 4th of January. And I know someone took me getting the PS5 really well.
He's very happy in this picture, guys. He said he got his PS5. Hey, man. Hey, did you get a Series X? No, probably not. And boy, you really look happy in here, man. You really look happy. You look like that guy on the Toyota commercial. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. And he claps his little heels together.
But anyways, so it's been a year since I've had the PS5. So, what are my thoughts on the PS5? Well, gonna be honest with you, and you know how I keep it real with y'all. Underwhelming. Now, that doesn't mean the PS5 is bad. No, far from it. And I already know it's gonna get great games. But it doesn't surprise me because almost every PlayStation system has always had an underwhelming launch. The PS1 had an underwhelming launch. The PS2's launch was okay-ish a little bit. The PS3 launch, Lord have mercy. And the PS4 launch was just meh. So same scenario with the PS5's launch with Spider-Man Miles Morales, which was a great game, but mostly it was indie DLC. But I've had some fun times with the Astro game, the Astro Players bot game. That was actually really good. I played the PS5 version of Resident Evil Village and been playing Tales of Arise. Both games are amazing, but the only problem is they're also on last-gen systems as well. So let's get to the things that I really like about the system. One is the PS5 controller. I think this controller might be Sony's best one they ever made. I love the DualShock 2, and I also love the DualShock 4. I did not like the DualShock 3. But for a while, I thought the DualShock 4 was one of the best PlayStation controllers because it felt very good. This was a really, really good controller, but this one, they made it kind of like an Xbox controller in a way, that they made it more thicker. So it's much more fatter, but it feels very good in the hands. The D-pad feels very good. The buttons feel good. The triggers are amazing. Everything about this controller is really, really good. I think Sony did an amazing job with this controller. Kind of crazy because, like I said, the DualShock 4 was an amazing controller. It still is. But this one is just better. And I really, really love the analog sticks in this controller. It's really, really nice. So I really enjoy that controller. The other thing that I love about the PS5 is at least it's backwards compatible with PS4 games. Thank goodness. The fact that the PS5 wasn't going to be backwards compatible with PS4 games would have been a disaster, but thankfully they did. And another good thing is they took lessons from Microsoft, which is many PS4 games will run on 60 frames per second. So God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and a lot of others do run 60 frames per second on the PS5. So it's really, really dope to play PS4 games on your PS5, and it runs a lot better. Like I said, it's nothing new because Microsoft and Xbox did it first with the, Xbox X and then the Series X. So, well, they get points for that. However, it's still very disappointing. They can't do backwards compatible with PS1, PS2, and PS3. Considering the fact that they were able to do that very easily with the PS3 on how they were able to put PS1 and PS2 games very easily on the PS3's early, the launch PS3. But now it seems they can't do it unless we start jailbreaking their systems. I just don't understand why they are so kind of, strict with backwards compatibility. You know what I'm saying? I understand, maybe they feel like people need to play new games. It's true, but, they should at least give people options about the backwards compatibility. So that's always been the one thing I've always praised about Microsoft, even though they haven't fully delivered on backwards compatibility due to licensing issues, but they did very well for the most part when it comes to their backwards compatibility. So Sony gets points for the PS4 backwards compatibility. Almost every game works on it, but but it's still disappointing. PS1, PS2, PS3 are still not backwards compatible. Now, I heard that they are making a streaming service where they are backwards compatible, but we'll see how that goes. It's all been rumored. People have been a little worried about the PS5 because I've heard stories that it has brick on them and all that. Of course, I know 100%. The guy that I referenced earlier said something about that.
PS5, man. Enjoy that PS5. I hope it doesn't, you know, when you put it in sleep mode, that it doesn't brick on you or anything. Oh.
But let me just say this right up in front. I've had it for a year. Nothing has happened to my PS5. Nothing at all. It only crashed on me just one time. That's it. One time. Outside of that, it has run perfectly smooth. All my PS4 games work. My PS5 games work. Everything about it works fine, even a year later. So it is, in fact, a durable system. So that's a good thing. But I know I've heard people have issues of their consoles going down, but that's expected for launch systems. I heard stories of Switch. The Switch, we all remember how that launch turned out. A lot of defective Switches. Some Xbox Series X's didn't work very well in the launch, so it is what it is. So overall, I'm enjoying the PS5 for the most part. It hasn't fully delivered yet, but I already know it probably is. I mean, I'm hoping God of War Ragnarok is out this year. I'm really hoping. And I'm also hoping Breath of the Wild 2 comes out so that way we have a champion versus champion match this year. I know the new Horizon game comes out, I believe, next month, but confession, I still have yet to play Horizon. A lot of it's because I've been playing other games from the PS2 and other systems. But I've been enjoying Tales of Arise. It is a very, very good game. Very good game. So, I'm mostly happy with the PS5. I mean, I'm glad I have one. I'm happy that it plays PS4 games at 60 frames per second, so I've been enjoying it. It's not the best system ever. I'm not some guy that's already going to call it the best system ever made, just like how there's this one Xbox fanboy who immediately called the Series X the best system ever made. The PlayStation 2, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Dreamcast, and the NES has a lot, and the 360 will like to talk to you, just saying. So, but that's my thoughts on the PS5. It's a good system. Just gotta wait on the more heavy hitter games, which are coming. But I hope it doesn't take too long. So, take it easy, guys. Video Game Lord 58, signing out. Peace.